ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he leave the know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mouth before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I gang, and I gang on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I gang on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Cost 10K to let it come see it. Me and them, yeah, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature zero. I'm the boys, they call me the hero. Heavy and they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I gang, and I gang on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I gang, and I gang on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
Yo, Will.
First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we reach week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Now, he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. For these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Val Mariota. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drives it in from long distance. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did.
Well, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Good on his
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Winston. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Winston. Buying time to his left. He is going to find Hill here. Touchdown! Taysom Hill. Touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0.
quarterback. I see.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Shit.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. Another completion right back to Patterson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Play action now. Mariota escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the 1st down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Down
early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on the 3rd and 3. On play action, Mariota.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. He's got the 1st down and more.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts.
26 yards.
And the Falcons have cut it back within a score.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
The score, Saints 10, Falcons 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
The Saints at 11-2 now, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, When they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
$10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Falcons 7.
Yards remain on second down. They'll try to throw now. Winston sliding out of the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Handoff running left, Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Mariota. Forced out to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Second down and 3. To throw is Mariota. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running left, here's Patterson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now Mariota. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw, Mariota. Toward the pylon, caught. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. A big completion there against double coverage, and Charles.
Let me get his hair from it.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And that would go
Stand up, D.
start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. It looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. Koo knocks this one through the post. So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6,
man. You
I
know
get
the ball,
it.
man. Come on
but
now.
Now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Winston. Olave holds it in. Winston on target to Olave for the Saints first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Winston. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Blake Gillikin now. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Steps away to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Olamide Zaccheaus, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Look at that bullshit.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Lord, man, did one of them.
Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a third and long. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Winston. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This is taken at the 23.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson.
Nowhere to go that time. They maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
They go play action. Mariota on the move to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Throwing on second and long. Mariota flushed it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on third and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Hill.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Kamara up the middle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're off to the 4th quarter here at Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. They go play action. Winston. It's Hill, complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Landry.
And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. You hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Wants to try to add the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied
Jamie.
in the 4th.
Good ball, Jamie.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mariota eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
Get away like that, but
in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
First and 10, it's Patterson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted.
That bait.
Picked off by Justin.
Get out of there, boy. Get out of there, boy. Get out of there, boy. Yes, oh.
And he will take this one home.
Bait.
Touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Looks good on the extra point. They will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
One more time, D.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
First down, Mariota. Looking sideline, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Going up top.
Catch the ball, man!
Incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield.
Come on.
One possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Again, it's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game is gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down.
Ooh, good pass, boy.
Man complete over the
Good
middle.
fucking pass, boy. Ooh.
And he is going to
Woo.
have a Falcons first down as they manage to
fucking pass,
convert.
boy.
And that'll keep the drive
Good
alive.
pass.
Mariota again. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Mariota. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Why do you niggas? Oh, man. That been down shit.
You go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Mariota. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll cross over out of bounds.
Good
right
glitch
at
shit,
the
boy.
25. A real letdown defensively.
Damn, good
That
glitch
was
shit.
3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It stops the clock.
Damn, I was on there.
Catch its
That was
breath,
deep.
and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
76 yards rushing for him now to this point.
An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, here's Patterson.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Fourth down, Mariota. And he's got a man.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Man, what type of shit is that,
use the second of their timeouts.
Man, where the nigga threw the ball at, man?
Seconds to go in the
Man,
game.
what's going on, man? What's going on?
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. In motion right is the tight end.
To throw, Mariota.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped.
That boy scared down there. I ain't never seen nobody just drop a pass on man like that. So.
Especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Now Mariota.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this
Look
thing
at
to
that
overtime.
bullshit.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yes, multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good.
To the
We
crib.
could very well be headed to overtime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Winston to throw.
Connecting with Hill.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball,
get out of here with this, man.
Or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Now the first throw in overtime for Mariota. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet.
Oh!
Do a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Did a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second and 10.
To throw is Mariota. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. This one left side, caught by Patterson.
No, come on, man. Come on, Madden, with the bullshit, man.
Bounds, but not before he's
Come on, Madden, with the bullshit, man.
A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards. Well, in overtime, I think coaches wondering where's that magic line for my kicker.
Man,
They're
come on,
already
man.
in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash, what do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a first throw here in overtime.
And this will be caught by Edwards. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Patterson again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Third and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. He opted to go with his scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive.
Well, about that?
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. To throw, Winston. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Winston.
Intercepted. By Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to win this football game here in overtime. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL.